Paintings is an artist's way of expressing their emotions. They poured all of their feelings in every stroke of their paintbrushes. It's expensive, yes, that's right. You ask why? Simply because it was made with genuine emotions. Yep, that's what we'll talk about today, so please stay tuned. Hi guys, this is Jose Enrico from Modern Luxury, and today we will talk about the top 10 most expensive paintings of all time. At our number 10, Number 5, 1948 by Jackson Pollock. Number 5, 1948 is a classic Pollock drip painting, and this artwork has yellow, blue, and driblet of red, gray paint in various shades and organic lines, and it was painted on an 8x4 sheet of fiberboard. On November 2006, Number 5, 1948 by Jackson Pollock was sold for $140 million. That's around $164 million today, and was once artwork on the private collection of the business tycoon named David Geffen. But before that, it was owned by Samuel Irving Newhouse Jr. and was displayed on Museum of Modern Art. However, there are a lot of reports that the very private Mexican financier David Martinez bought the artwork from David Geffen. On the other hand, Martinez, and together with the experts in the art world, have denied that he had purchased the work. Number 9, Nukooch by Amedeo Modigliani. Nukooch was painted by an Italian artist, Amedeo Modigliani, in 1917 to 1918, which he reinvented the nude for the modern era, and this was considered as one of the most expensive paintings ever. It features a nude woman lying against a most darkly red background. This is one of Amedeo's most recognized work of art and was sold for $170.4 million on November 9, 2015. The owner of this artwork is a former taxi driver who is now a billionaire named Louis Yingqian, who also founded 2 private museums in Shanghai. Number 8, Les Femmes d'Alger by Pablo Picasso. Les Femmes d'Alger by Pablo Picasso was sold for $31.9 million by the British art dealer Libby Howie to a Saudi Arabian collector that was living in London in November 1997 and became a part of the Gans collection. There are also 3 other versions in the series that was owned by Gans family and was auctioned as well at that time. And on May 2015, it was auctioned again and was sold for $179.3 million at Christie's auction. Picasso painted 15 different versions of this particular work, and version O was the latest version, which he completed in the year 1955. Though the buyer remained as unknown, some individuals in the art think that this was the former Prime Minister of Qatar named Hamad bin Hassim bin Habar Al Thani bought it. This piece has a colorful display of geometric shapes and angles inspired by the Orientalist painting The Women of Algiers in their apartment by Eugene Delacroix. Number 7, Portrait of Martin Sulmans and Portrait of Eugène Coppet by Rembrandt. Portrait of Martin Sulmans and Portrait of Eugène Coppet was painted by the Rembrandt, year 1634. It was sold as a pair for $180. This piece was based in a real-life couple named Martin Sulmans and wife Eugène Coppet, who were killed a year after their wedding. The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam and the Louvre in Paris jointly purchased these 2 pieces and decided that they will take turns upon the exhibit of the Rembrandt's piece so that many people can see it personally. Number 6, Violet, Green, and Red by Mark Rothko. Number 6 was painted by a Russian-American painter named Mark Rothko, year 1951 for $186 million in the year 2015 to a Russian billionaire named Dmitry Rybolovlev. That was facilitated by an art dealer Yves Bouvier. This piece was considered as one of the most expensive paintings ever. Mark Rothko was known for his canvases that had vibrant colored rectangular shapes. Rybolovlev is now in a legal dispute with Bouvier as he believes that he was misled about the price of the artwork. Number 5, Number 17A by Jackson Pollock. Number 17A by Jackson Pollock was sold for $200 the year 2006 by the billionaire hedge fund manager and art collector Kenneth C. Griffin. The abstract expressionist painted this in year 1948. This is a drip painting that has a variety of bold colors such as yellow, red, orange, blue, along with some white and black splashed in it. Before it was sold, people are allowed to see this in the Art Institute of Chicago. Number 4. The Card Players by Paul Cezanne. Impressionist paintings by Paul Cezanne have 5 versions in the series. The term Impressionist is used here in a general sense, and one of the Impressionist series is called Card Players, and this was sold for $250 million in the year 2011 and became the most expensive painting ever sold that time. For today's year, this piece cost $269 million, and it was sold in the Royal Family of Qatar. The 4 others are in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Courtauld Gallery, Barnes Foundation, and Musée d'Orsay. Number 3. Nafaaipoipo, When Will You Marry Me? By Paul Gauguin. Nafaaipoipo was painted the year 1892, when Paul Gauguin traveled to Tahiti for the first time and started his love affair with the country and, of course, its women. This piece has 2 women sitting among a colorful landscape of gold, green, and blue. This was sold privately for approximately $300 million the year 2015. It was not confirmed, but many believe in the art world that it is now with the Royal Family of Qatar. Number 2. Interchange by Willem de Kooning. Willem de Kooning and his contemporaries undergone a massive change when the Interchange was painted. They became more financially stable, so they had the opportunity to make new choices, personally and professionally. Willem de Kooning displayed this in a gradual taming of his notoriously wild lifestyle, culminating with a move to a farmhouse in East Hampton. He exhibits this in the start of an 11-year period spent painting abstract landscapes, and Interchange was one of the first. And for number 1, Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. Mona Lisa is probably the most famous and most expensive art ever. It's practically impossible to put a price on it. However, Mona Lisa was bought for $100 million in the year 1962. Well, a $100 million was pretty expensive by that time. But today, it probably cost $700 million. Wow! Mona Lisa is believed to be a lovely portrait of Francesco del Giocondo, the Florentine cloth merchant's wife, Lisa Gherardini. And the only way to see this priceless artwork is by visiting the Louvre Museum in Paris. Of course, a huge crowd. That's it for today, guys! If you want to see more about celebrities or other luxurious lifestyles, please do check the other videos on this channel. And considering hitting on like, subscribe, and share to be updated on our latest videos. Until the next video,